Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here. And as you see, we're not broadcasting, well, at least I'm not, from our showroom down at the Capital Region International Airport. And the reason is I'm kind of homebound with a little bit of COVID here. I'm on the way out, so probably a day or two away. But in the meantime, better safe than sorry. And so we're going to go across town and spend a little time with Scott Spalding. Scott is the Senior Director of Service Delivery for Convergence, which has offices in REO Town in Lansing, Michigan, but also Oregon, Ottawa, and parts unknown, I think. Scott, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Chris?
You are here in Lansing, though, and you've been with Convergence back when it was ASK, right?
Yeah, been here for about 17 years. So came up through the ranks, started when we were pretty small. I think we had 8 or 9 people, so not near as big as we are today, but it's been a great journey. It's been real fun to just go through the growth and the changes and the new challenges that come with those things.
Well, I remember when we used to sit and talk about your market area, and I can tell you it's expanded a bit from then. Tell everybody a little bit about what Convergence does.
So Convergence Networks is a managed services provider. So we partner with companies that are looking for help with their IT needs or their security needs, either one. We kind of customize our agreements so we can take all of it, or maybe a customer only needs help with a specific area. We can supplement IT teams or security teams with our team. We believe strongly in still maintaining a local relationship with our customers. So we don't want to become a national MSP that is, when a customer calls, they deal with a lot of different people. We still want a core team that's dealing with our customers. We really believe our customers want a relationship with their IT provider because it's really all about trust, right, Chris? And these companies are trusting us with probably what's most valuable to them, their data. And so we really want to have that local touch, that consistent touch of our customers working with a small group of individuals in a large company that still has the depth and expertise to solve a lot of different problems.
Well, it's kind of interesting you talk about, this is really precious stuff. And it is. I mean, we've seen companies go upside down because of exactly this kind of a problem, security problem. So tell me, what are some of the AKs that you've seen that got pretty close to devastation?
Well, I mean, I think everybody's dealt with ransomware, right? And in the market, and ransomware is not as I think it still happens a lot. It's not necessarily what we see from a security perspective on a day-to-day basis as much as we used to. Nowadays, it's all about getting access to an email, right? You want to get access to an email account so you can send malicious emails and get people to give you information, to send you money. And it's very sophisticated at this point with these, what we call a business email compromise. It really is something we're dealing with on a weekly basis. And so we really try to help our customers get their environment secured in a way where they are mitigating their risk when it comes to business email compromises.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about AI, because everybody talks about AI. Everybody wants it. Some people are afraid of it. Nobody really knows exactly what it is.
Yeah, I think when ChatGPT came out, 12, 18 months ago, everybody kind of started using it and it was great, right? So you got students out there writing book reports with it. You have all kinds of stuff going on with AI. And as with all AI, it's only as valuable as what it has access to. So when you're looking at something like ChatGPT, which is the common one most people would use, consumers would use, you remember the data source that it has is the internet. So I think we all know that there's a lot of great information on the internet. There's also maybe some misinformation or disinformation on the internet. So you always want to validate what an AI tool is going to give you for an output, because sometimes it may tell you something that's just not true based on what it finds, how it uses. I think it obviously has some ability to determine the credibility of a site that it's going to use, things of that nature. But still, it doesn't mean that you are going to get accurate information every single time you query an AI. And I mean, obviously today, I think from a business perspective, Every platform has an AI assistant now. So Facebook has one, Samsung has one, Apple has one, and of course, Microsoft has one. And I think what we see with Microsoft Copilot's the name of it, is that businesses are really wanting to adopt this, but I don't know if they're really ready.
Yeah, gotcha. Yep, I gotcha. Listen, we got about a minute left. So, what are the major items that businesses need to be aware of?
Biggest thing, if you're going to run Copilot, is it's an AI tool. So it's going to use whatever data you have access to. So if you're going to give that tool to your users, you need to make sure you have real good control over what data they have access to. Because if they have access to the wrong data, they're going to be able to ask Copilot questions like, how much did the CEO make last year?
Yeah.
That's the deal, right? So you have to have good data governance when it comes to AI. So if you're going to use Copilot, get with your IT provider and understand whether your data is structured in a really good way. And I would say that enterprises probably do it well. Large businesses probably do it okay. Once you get to medium and small, the data governance is not as good.
Well, listen, my advice is what we did early on. Get a professional. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate that. Yeah. Scott Spalding, Senior Director of Service Delivery for Convergence all over the United States. Thank you for taking the time, my friend. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for having me.
All right. You're watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.